Hello, 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 and welcome to Shared Space with Quita and Chap. It is May 1st, soon to be May 4th. May the 4th be with you. Yes, so Chapo, what have you been up to? It was a busy weekend this past weekend. So many things were going on.
I agree. I did enjoy the rain. I did miss the walk. And I'm comment real quick on May 4th. So just to speak to the absurdity of legislation and politics and all that stuff. So to be a chaplain, I needed a ordination papers from a organized religion or theology degree, which I have neither. But for $40 online, I got my ordination papers, and I'm legally I can do marriages. We do funeral services, this and that legally. I can be a chaplain legally, even though I'm ordained as a Jedi. So may the
How
fourth be
about
with
that?
you. It's
Yes.
real. There's and it's funny because here's what's really funny. Did this like 5 years ago, and then I met a guy who's a Marine, and he was a chaplain for the Navy and the Marines, and um, but he had on his dog tags his religion was he was a Sith Lord, because if he was in Afghanistan and they saw Christian or Catholic, they would like really put it on him if he got captured, right? So they don't know what a Sith Lord is. So I'm like, this is interesting, like a Sith Lord meeting a Master Jedi, like on paper, on federal documentation. What do we do here? So yeah, no announcements for the community though. We have the big stuff in July coming up. We got the Pensieve parade. We got the 22nd, we got the boxing fight with Agogi. One of our boys, I just saw a post on Instagram. One of our boys from Agogi just got admitted to Bowie. So Bowie, excuse me, guys, Bowie, and he's going to be doing following the steps of Dason. Although he doesn't know it, he's doing the political science stuff, I think, and we're really proud of him. Let's see, this weekend, what did you do this weekend? Oh, you're muted, love.
Good, good, good. Thank you for that. Bunting had a little networking situation over at Vino Wine Bar right there at where is that? That's Fells Point, I believe. And that's black owned, which I didn't know. So that was a pretty dope little situation. We did some networking bingo and hung out at the what was it? There was a clam something or oyster. There was an oyster something or another going on down there. And yeah, and like you said, it was raining, so we did not host the walk because brown sugar does melt. Okay, so but we'll see folks this Sunday because it happens to be the first Sunday of May. So back to back, boom, we gonna do it again, right? Run it back.
There we go. So I have a quick question because I know you do work with Dent and stuff. Do you do any work over at Open Works?
Yes, I do. So, boom, now that you're bringing both things up, right? So,
Hmm.
Dent right now, I just love this guy, my brother from another mother. So, Dent right now is
It's not
recruiting.
scripted, by the way. I just
No, off the dome, freestyle. We are recruiting for coaches for this summer, and you can go to the Dent website or you can go to smalltomorehomes.org and send me an email, subscribe, whatever. But Dent Education, they are funded through YouthWorks. We teach the kids some makers abilities, digital fabrication, physical fabrication, journaling, how to start their own venture, how to jump onto a venture, how to write a business plan, all the types of things. So that is the one thing, Dent. But OpenWorks also, I'm taking a computer aided drafting and computer aided manufacturing class. So I designed a stool online and then I took those designs and created the stool. I did the same thing with, did you see my cute little apple crate that I created? It's
I
so adorable.
did love it.
I love her, and she has her own little program plans, and it looks real official. But y'all, it was so simple. But I'm still very proud of it. But yeah, so over at OpenWorks, taking a couple of classes. I had already had their Wood One class. Now I'm Wood Two certified, Laser certified. So Your girl is out here doing some stuff for Open Works. They do a Black Butterfly event too. They're doing something with Dr. Brown this month as well. But
All
what
right,
do
let's
you
get
know
there.
about Open Works?
Do you know? Well, one of my vendors for Breadcoin Network has a spot over there, the Black Roastery, Zoe Cumberland.
Yes,
So
I
she signed up this week. She's a vendor. We're gonna start getting her some coins for catering, get in front of the kids, and whatever else we can do to support her business. So Black Roastery, they got two locations.
love
They're
it.
Open Works, and then I don't know if it's up and running yet, but they got a spot at Lexington
At
as well.
Lexington Market. Yeah, they were first opened at our house, but now they're at Open Works. And yeah, I get a coffee from, or actually, I get a matcha tea. I get a tea from there all the time. But yeah, so that's pretty dope.
So last weekend, maybe 2 weekends ago, I had a weekend where I was doing a lot of filming for some local people in Baltimore, which is always awesome, right? So I connected with a guy on a project one weekend, and the following weekend I connected with man, I can't remember his name, but we were filming the film location, and I'll get it out there. We'll get him on talking about the film soon. But the filming location was just two doors down from Lexington Market. There was this art gallery called the Black Genius. If you haven't been in there, stop in there. It's pretty dope. Amazing clothing and other accessories and art on the walls. So when I was in there, I met this guy from he was walking around with this lady Chinyer, and they were signing people up for the Black Mall. And this guy had he's backstage right now. If you can hear me, bro, we're gonna get you on here. So Reggie has this brand called U.G.L.Y. You gotta love yourself, and I was like, I like it, man. So without further ado, man, Mr. Reggie, if you're ready, you can you hear us, brother?
I'm here, man. I can hear you, Jack.
Oh,
What's happening,
awesome,
my
bro.
brother?
Yeah, man. Please introduce yourself. Tell us what you do. Tell us what you've been doing. What's coming up. This is my sister, the host, Quita. Quita, this is
How
Mr.
you
Reggie.
doing, Miss Quita? Oh, my co-host, she's sitting out on this one. She had a busy couple days, so she said she gonna get up with you. We gonna get her on her own segment with this,
There
cause
you go.
Miss Shin, yeah, she need a whole segment, straight up. But all in all, my name is Reggie, better known as Sack Banger throughout the city, solidified, ambitious, and conscious banger. I've been an artist in the Baltimore hip hop scene for the past 20 years. I um I was signed with Brit Squad Monopoly back in 2010, 2011. I got on my independent journey 2012, put out the 1-5 movement, started that. It's Park Heist, 1-5 dude all day. And yeah, I got things jumping, man. Put out one of the biggest artists in the city and just kept it going. I was in the low bind back in 2016. Yeah, about 2016, so to say. And I had a bad year that year. Like my car got shot up, crazy. Just going through a bunch of Baltimore stuff. And I ended up I was incarcerated around the end of the year. So as I was locked up at the time, every time I'm talking, I'm telling my story like, man, it's ugly, it's ugly, it's ugly. And every time I just talk, I'm keep using the word ugly. And by me being an artist, just playing with the letters, playing with the word, wrote it down like you gotta love yourself. And it just hit me. I see, oh, if somebody would have told him that Sack would sell clothing, not in his lifetime, wasn't in my right mind. Yeah. So I say when I come home, man, I'm definitely about to make this a clothing line. I came home around December, the middle of December, but I started the clothing line on January the 1st. I got incorporated with the state of Maryland and all that, and did all my copywriting and trademarking and everything. So ugly culture, man. You gotta love yourself culture. So now, by me being a kid from Park Heights, I my grandmother moved over east side about 20 years ago. Right when I graduated, well, a couple years before I graduated from high school. And I got to just intertwining with East and West. Whereas though a lot of us, well, yeah, I don't know if it's still like that today, but it was always West Side, East Side, East Side. We called it the gun line. Don't cross the gun line, But I had my East Mob, what I called them. And yeah, so by me just connecting with the city all the way around, our stories wasn't too different. All of us had similar stories. We all going through it block to block, people beefing with dudes 2 blocks away, really walking down the street to go like crazy stuff. Like, nah, man, we got to come together a little bit more. So all in all, just that you gotta love yourself statement, it put it in us with that confidence. No matter what we've been through, once you look at it and just grasp onto it and look like, damn, yo, I would feel a little bit better, yo, if I felt a little bit better about myself, you know? And like, yeah, so like I say, I came up with this with my mascot. Y'all see my mascot on my head. That's Ducky Hustle, right? So I actually brought my man to life. I got a whole mascot now, if y'all can see. These the ugly bags. You gotta get an ugly bag. You get your ugly pack, you know it's gonna be full of something beautifully ugly. You know what I mean?
I love it. I love it.
Yeah. So get the ugly pack, we in there. But all in all, like I say, this mascot that I got now, that's what I'm trying to get. I reached out to Brandon Scott and them. Well, I ain't gonna just say Brandon Scott. I reached out to the mayor's office. I put in for I'm right trying to get a couple grants and stuff written up and all of that. But the thing about Ducky Hustle is we all grew up on Walt Disney, you know. We grew up on Chuck E. Cheese, all that stuff. But one thing is when you see something that's not human on TV that, you know, just on real life, like, oh, that's a cartoon character right there. What is he doing in the middle of the street? And we get fascinated by it as children. So that's my whole aim because everybody got their clothing lines in town and all of that.
Right.
I always thought different. I'm always outside the box. So Ducky Hustle from the west side down in, you know, Stinky River. Y'all ever heard of Stinky River? You know, he got his whole ugly squad, the ugly gang. Got a bunch of other characters I'm going to introduce to y'all later on. But Ducky is more so the main character. He's like the Mickey Mouse of the thing. You know, he's the leader. He the one who implements the confidence because he's like, he got it in him, you know. He's Ducky, but Ducky have his little shortcomings as well, but he always overcome and encourage everybody else to overcome. So I feel like, you know, we put him in front of our children. We get him in these children's hospitals, cancer centers, the juvenile centers, you know, and he just do what Baltimore kids do. He ride dirt bikes. He park how he strut. He crazy leg, do the dances, all that stuff. You know, he just do everything that Baltimore kids do. But he on that scale of, like I say, implementing that confidence. You do whatever you put your mind to. You don't never think that whatever you're doing is you know out the box is just super weird. And it was just something that we was just reading not too long ago. That the ones that they call weirdos, what is us? We are the most high beings. When we walk in the room, people was the ones who want to be like us. Like, who was that? Yeah, we the ones who are outside the box, and we don't care about what you think, say. We gonna wear what we wear, say what we say, sing what we sing, rap what we rap, whatever, you know. So that's what we here to implement ugly into this world, and just that confidence all the way around. And definitely start with ourselves. We can love ourselves. We can spread love tremendously. And I'm coming for Mickey Mouse and them, man.
I love that.
Mickey
Okay.
Mouse eats your heart out.
Yes, yes. Like we need Mickey Mouse from the hood, but this is better than Mickey Mouse from the hood. We don't even
It's
need to
Ducky
take
Hustle, baby. It's
Ducky
Ducky Hustle.
Hustle from the 215, right? From the
Yes, sir.
21215.
21215.
Yes.
Yeah.
So tell me about this Ducky Hustle. So I understand that it's your logo at the moment. We got them on the bags. Does a book exist just yet for Ducky Hustle or not?
Oh, all that's on the way. Like
Okay.
I was on the phone with some animators about 3 weeks ago. And this guy, he actually got mad with me, right? Because my whole thing was, listen, I reach out, you know, I catch ads that come across the socials and all that, and I'm the type I inquire about things.
Right.
So, you know, he reached back out to me. We got to talk and just chopping it up. And I gave him just a little of an idea where I was going because I don't share too much with people.
Right.
But then, you know, he got intrigued by just a little bit that I told him. But he trying to charge me all these daggone thousands and all that. My whole thing was like, bruh, I ain't even ready to put down no deposit and none of that. So you need to leave me alone for a little minute. Just give me some time. Give me some time. But he kept hitting me like I had to really block this dude. Like I really blocked a salesman that was he was really trying to help me get my cartoon started. I just ain't had the money. That was
Right.
it. That
Right.
was it. And then
Right.
so, but like I say, that comes with just me putting out energy. I'm definitely confident about my brand. I don't care what. I just seen a couple guys around town that had ugly also. Like somebody made me mad the other day. It more so because they had "You gotta love the shit out yourself" on the back of their thing. I'm like, oh, like, and I know we've been around. They know of my brand. I know of they brand. I know, So people just try and do little stuff but you ain't gonna ruffle my feathers because it's universal love. You can't
Right.
take
Right.
what's meant for me. You understand what I'm
Right.
saying?
But not only that, like you said, like the divineness is already within you. Like no one's gonna take your ideas. You can just give them a tip of the iceberg because 90%
Yeah,
of
that's
the
it.
iceberg is underwater. So like me and I say this all the time, like our brilliance will continue to come up with ideas. And if somebody steal it, they'll never pull it off like we would have
You
pulled it
just
off.
can't pull it off how I'm gonna do it. That's just that.
And that's just fine. And I love that you said weirdos are the kind of people that they just kind of own their space. But one of the things that I say is that, I'm a thermometer. Like, no, like if I'm gonna change the temperature of the room when I come in
Yeah.
into the room, like the room energy is gonna shift. And if I don't like the energy and it doesn't shift, I'm probably gonna leave.
I'm the
Like,
one that's gonna get up out of there. And that's how it was with Chap. Like, and it's crazy how he mentioned that because we just happened to stumble into the Black Genius store. Now, I've been in there before and all of that. But me and my lady was leaving Lexington Market because I'm actually about to have a store in Lexington Market also. But
awesome.
we walking past and Chap was in there in the back. I'm thinking that he had something important going on. Like you said, he was doing a little film work or whatever. I saw the cameras and stuff, so I just say Bubba. So we was ready to leave, and something just said, "Go back there." And I walked back there, and we just connected.
Yeah.
And he like, "Yeah, man." Like I told him everything, broke it down to him a little bit. Just shared a little bit with him also. Like I said, I don't share too much, but I
Right.
gave him enough to where as though you can read and feel where I'm coming from and where I'm going at with it. So he like, man, I gotta get y'all on the show. And then, like I say, my lady, she runs the city. She runs the Baltimore scene. She has the Black Mall that she does every third Sunday of the month. Every month, she has 50 black vendors. You know, we have events, open mics. We had different events every month, more so to bring the city in, bring the outside
Yeah.
crowd in, whatever. Keep extra customers coming in, returning customers as well, even if they come in just for the open mic because we have the
Right.
open mic every month also. So yeah, man, like as far as where I won at with it though, because I was gonna have a brick and mortar store over on 25th Street with Miss Jackie and everybody else. That's why I was telling Chat when I first met him. And but I, of course, thinking outside the box, I don't want to be by anybody else. So I'm always up and down the road, in and out of town anyway. So I said, I gotta get me a mobile boutique. So what I did, I bought an old FedEx truck and I took 100 cans of spray paint. I spray painted it purple and black, made it Ravens colors. So no matter where we at out of town, they know it's a Baltimore truck first and foremost. But second of all, me growing up on Ninja Turtles, I always wanted my own like turtle van type of thing, right? So that was a part of my figment of my imagination from a kid. I say that's gonna be the Ducky truck. You understand what I'm saying? So the mobile boutique is also the Ducky Mobile. So when he pulling up, that's what he pulling up in. Pulling his bikes out, pulling out his prize bags, whatever. Anything I'm doing for the kids. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's more so, like I say, it's the entertainment side of it and all the way outside the box. So where so no matter where I am, wherever we pull up at, we're gonna pull the speakers out, get the dancing, doing whatever, and we always gonna grab the attention of the public, regardless.
Okay,
So
so we need help with animation for the book. So we done
mhm.
painted the Ducky Mobile. What's the inside looking like? We need support for the inside of the Ducky
Well, to
Mobile.
be honest, is a little tour. I um I had it parked on. Well, I'm gonna just say I had it parked over East Side, off of Green Mountain, a little back block, because it had broke down. It ain't really break down. My transmission was messing up on me, so I couldn't find a diesel mechanic at the time, whatever. So I just parked it on the back block. Now these people then broke into my truck back in October, stole all my fall and winter inventory, like all of it, like wiped me out, all my personal clothes, like everything that I go to phone call, but everything that I had in the back of my truck, like I say, all my personal stuff, everything.
They keep calling back. They keep calling back. We gotta go on do not
Just
disturb.
rebuilding. I'm actually just rebuilding from that major loss that I took. And on top of that, like I said, by me not using the truck and all of that at the time, it actually was sitting for about 4 months or so. I ain't had no insurance on the truck, like none of that. So I got wiped out.
Yeah.
Wiped out. So like I said, I'm just picking back up. Like these shirts I'm wearing now, and like these hats, this hat that I got right here, I probably got 2 more of these hats that I just had in my possession, in my book bag or something like that, whatever.
Right.
But everything that I had got wiped out. So like I say, the shirt that I got on now and a couple other shirts I just started making, I think I had about 24 shirts all together. My man fronted them to me. Shout out to Mogul Printing, my man Daryl Mack. He just helped me get back rolling real quick, you know? So I'm a hustler. My whole thing is I'm a shake back. I went crazy for the past 3 months to get my truck because they actually towed my truck after they broke into my truck. They towed it. Luckily, the pound wasn't putting that little dollars they put on it every day. You don't pick it up. So that was by God's grace, and so it
I was
still
about
had
to
the
say
same.
that's a blessing
Yeah,
because
that
that
was a blessing.
increases you
But
can't get it.
it still was 700 to get it out. So I was running around crazy, just doing whatever I could do to get my truck out. And like I say, I got it out. It been about 3 weeks now that I got it out. Now, when I opened my truck up, they done set my truck on fire. The passenger side of it. Luckily, ain't nothing really burned too heavy and none of that, but just minor damage. I could fix it myself personally because I'm a welder and all of that. I work with steel. So yeah, I can fix it myself, but just a whole thing of the stuff that happened. Like,
Wait a
damn,
minute. How
y'all
you just
robbed
gonna
me
throw
naked.
him into a whole welder? Like, where'd that come from? That what?
Yeah, you can't just drop that, bro.
I picked that you always gotta have a skill, you know.
So
So
we need the Ducky Hustle welders hats, bro.
man,
Yes.
listen,
Sell them out of
Ducky
BG&E
Hustle
every
is
time
going
you
to
see them.
be everything. That's the thing about Ducky Hustle. That's how I got him as far as the mascot. I only got him as a head. I didn't get the whole costume. So I just got the head the way as though, we going to show that everybody is Ducky Hustle. Because I'm not just going to have one person that wear the head. Anybody who's type of brand ambassador or just a content creator or whatever, I'll get them involved and they put the head on and they be Ducky Hustle for the day. Ducky Hustle don't have no actual skin color or anything. Ducky Hustle was purple. So by Ducky Hustle being purple, that means he's royal. He's the top energy chakra all the way around. He's the crown. So it just get deep. It get deep all the way. And yeah. Dang, chat, you can pull me up like that.
Yeah, I was trying to get to it. Hold on, let me get to it.
That's
Just
dope,
while you're
man.
talking there. Yep.
There you go. There you go.
Ducky
And you can
Hustle.
see more so that purple, of course, how orange his beak is. That give us more so the Oreos and still repping the hometown with the purple and the orange.
I like it.
So yeah, man. Like I said, I thought real deep on it. This year is the year of Ducky Hustle's release. I actually paid for Ducky Hustle last December 21, matter of fact. Damn. Yeah, I paid for him December 21. It took 3.5 months for him to get made. And I still gotta put the rest down to get him bailed out. So we gotta pay Ducky Hustle bail, y'all. Make sure y'all buy t-shirts. Y'all support the company, man. Yeah, we
Yeah.
gotta bail Ducky Hustle out.
So how
He
do
on his
people
way though.
support you? How would I buy a t-shirt? Where would I go?
Well, actually, it's crazy because I just talked to my website designer this morning. So she been going through, not to say been going through, she actually been accomplishing things. She got married and she's on her second pregnancy now, actually due in about another month or so, she say. So she haven't been doing any work. She's probably been creating my daggone website for the past 8 months. But she said she's going to be hopping back on top of it and all of that. But for now, you can just hit me up on the DM, on the Instagram, ugly_culture, like our culture, or Facebook. Same thing, ugly_culture. It's going to pop up for 2022 because I didn't change it over to 2023 yet.
Lovely,
And just to
lovely.
get into that right quick, just shoot that
Mhm.
out there. I am picking the ugly fashion tour back up. I did start that off in the pandemic actually. When everybody was just scared to move, I said, man, I'm getting up out of here. And I went down south. And it seemed like Corona didn't live down south. Everybody was outside, there was still parties, all that stuff going on. And
Atlanta was crazy.
it,
Miami was
yeah,
crazy.
but I put together like my own Rip the Runway style fashion shows and all of that. The way as though wherever town I was in Atlanta, North Carolina, Florida, I just get the radio personnel, any public figures, artists, models, which the models was actually strippers because I was doing them in strip clubs. But hey, I just did what I could do.
Listen, but strippers know people,
Yes, they
okay?
do.
Strippers be so friendly, okay? They know
And
all
they,
the
they
people.
they bought them out. So I definitely got me a mean fan base from Florida to Philly, all for strippers.
I love it. I love it. Look, the community has assets, y'all. Like no pun
Yes, man.
intended, even though right? Like the community
Bro,
has
and
assets,
I'm
y'all.
thinking like even if I'm like a mayor or a person of significance, like you talking about trying to draw out to those events, like tell me I'm getting a Ducky Hustle Award at the strip club. I gotta show up and find out
You
what this
gonna
is
show
about.
up. You
Yeah,
Like,
gonna
who
what?
is
show up.
this?
Yeah. Somebody's showing up to find out what's going on.
But
Yep.
now,
I
like I
love it.
say, that's more so just picking up off the ground though. But once we start getting the kids involved in all that, Ducky Hustle would do his Ducky Hustle thing on the adult side. But to stay kid friendly and all of that, that's where our kid books come from. That's where our cartoons come from and all of that. But Ducky Hustle gonna have like is because I grew up on MTV Uncut and all that type of stuff. So he gonna have his Ducky Hustle uncut. You understand what I'm
There
saying?
you go. There you go.
But we
The
gonna keep
Ducky
it kid
Hustle and
friendly.
the
It's just
dog.
all the way around.
That
All
is
the way
too
around.
funny. That is too funny. I love that. And I love that Chap just be out in the street talking to people and that you're so approachable, Chap, that you was like, you know what, let me go see what's back here. And
Right.
I love that
As
because
soon as we got to talking, then when he got to talking, then we just said a few names, and the people that chat know, like, "Ho, chat, ho,
Well, look,
chat,
man, I say it
where
like
you
this,
been
bro.
at, man?"
I'm 45 years Baltimore, so like, you know, through my spiritual maturity, like I just Quito will tell you, man, when we met, and I tell this to guests, our viewers heard this before. Like when we met, it was like our spirits resonated.
Right.
We already knew we was from the same tribe. We just ain't know each other yet, right?
Exactly.
And just like when I met you, man, like my spirit resonated and like God just kind of downloads me with like a lifetime of love for a person when they in the spirit like that. When our
That's
spirit
real.
speaks, like even if we ain't speak that many words, my spirit was speaking to you, bro. And I was like, yo, this guy's like he's about this positive, this you're just part of the tribe, bro. Like
right,
your mentality, your concept, the way you move, right? Like,
Yeah.
right.
bro, I've been from Florida to Maine, bro, doing my same hustle, man. Like I'm telling you, like I get it, and like even if the words couldn't articulate it in that moment, like my spirit was in love with you, like you had a brother you ain't know you had. That's just
For real. For real.
that's me,
And I
and it's
mean,
like, and it's either that hits me when I meet you, or like I already know I ain't gonna talk to you no more. Like it's just there's no in
exactly.
between because I don't have time for the bull stuff, right? It's
And
like
that's the thing.
I'm gonna
Like we
invest
we
in
we
loving my
can't
family.
hide it. Like can't nobody. I ain't gonna say we can't hide it because we purge. So we definitely can't hide our authenticity. But
Right.
the ones that's out here that's really faking it and trying to swindle their way through things and backhand or backdoor, no, it ain't gonna work like that,
No,
bro.
and
And
I
it's gonna
I'll say
show
like
right on the surface now. It
Right.
ain't
And they
really
yep.
don't
too much.
even use the right language. They not even
Mhm,
using like it's transactional, it's extractive, it's
mhm.
exclusive, it's not community driven. And it's like we don't
Exactly.
even use those words. Like you're not even speaking our language right now with that nonsense.
You
And
know the
it's
crazy part. Look, I'm gonna ask y'all this real quick.
yep.
If if it was a contest, right? And I gave and y'all was giving away, let's just say $1,000 towards to start up the business or help me for seed money towards the business. Would I have just won y'all $1,000 just now?
Not a, you gonna have our 1,000, you gonna have some viewers 1,000, and if we don't have the 1,000, we gonna pile the money up together. You
But look, I only said that because I went to an event the other day. It was just a little $100 pitch though. But I came off. I gave him just a little. I ain't had time to go as deep as I just went, but we only had 60 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
But we had 3 people to say yes. If one of them said no, they ain't with it. Only one of them said yes, and 2 of them said no to my ducky hustle and my ugly movement, right? So my lady was like, go ask the judges what I
Why?
say. I'm not asking them about no feedback. But she had a valid point about asking for feedback. But my thing was, once again, it's universal law. What I just said to them, they not ready for that. That went all the way over their heads. So I'm
Yeah,
not mad at them. It ain't, no discouragement, none of that. Cause my whole thing is, it's for the people who was for. That's it.
you know what, man? I feel that 100%. But Shanier's right too, right? Like I feel that like if you ain't with it in this season, I'm moving. So I'm gonna catch you later. Maybe you might come back around later, but I'm gonna keep it moving. But that feedback lets you know where those people are
Right,
at, and
right.
you might learn something from it. Take time to
But I
get the
already
feedback.
knew though. I already
Okay.
knew. It was the ugly. Cause I came off. I said, what I say? I said, I know y'all familiar with this. U.G.L.Y. And I put the mic
You
out.
ain't got
Or
no
someone
alibi,
said,
right?
you
Get
ain't
them in
got
it.
no alibi. But I
You
say, no, we ain't ugly. We changing this around. I'm changing the whole definition. But it was a couple older ladies, whatever. So she probably was like, I don't like that ugly. No, we ain't doing no ugly. you know. So she wasn't trying to hear or pass anything else but ugly.
right,
So
right. You
I
said
take
one
that.
thing that turned her off.
Right. And I really had to start putting that you gotta love yourself on the shirts because people don't want to just be walking around with ugly on them. I get that.
Right,
Mm.
But if I like I said, if I put it in the acronym on there, somebody gonna ask, well, what do that mean? But
right.
then again, you still got those minds that just say, we ain't worrying about no acronym. I don't care if it's dotted out or whatever. I don't want ugly on me. So
Yeah,
you
yeah.
got that right, baby. So that's
Right,
what I'm
and
doing.
that's
Just
fine.
trying to tend to everybody's, just their own sense of personalities, all that. Because what I do now, like everybody that orders a sweatsuit or like a short set or anything from me, is yours. Nobody's gonna have your design. Like
Mm.
even if I probably make yours a little bigger, a little smaller, put it on a different side, a different color coordination, whatever. But nobody's gonna have your exact same
Mm.
outfit. Now you might catch
Mhm.
somebody with the same color t-shirt or something, because t-shirts gonna come in those varieties. But
Right.
your sweatsuit and certain stuff, like no, it's gonna be a one in one. That's
Con-
why,
That's awesome.
yeah, just keep it unique. You
No,
gotta
yeah,
love
I love that. I
yourself.
love that. Heck yeah.
Right. But more importantly, like it's like the uniqueness is within you, it's on your clothing, it's in your
Exactly.
you know what I mean? Like just to understand that it's better to be unique than to look like everybody else. So I
Right.
think, just continuing the theme. I love it. I love it. So
So I
Chad, what were you doing up at the Genius Art Show? So you were doing some filming, and so when
Yeah.
are we gonna see that? What's that?
Um, I'm trying. I should look it up so I can give him a shout out. So it was a film. I'll look it up. I'll look it up. So we were filming this. We were filming with this guy Al. He chose. They're doing a scene. And Erica Kane from like 889 was there. Desi, the comedian. I forget his last name. But he's up at.
Desi Alexander.
Yeah, you know Desi, bro. He's on IG all the time. He's up at
Yeah.
Baltimore Comedy Factory. So that's another thing I love about my city, bro. Like I'm sitting there. I'm just background for this guy for his film project, and I'm supposed to dress up and look like I'm there to buy art, like an art buyer. So I go see classic cosigns by KYS. My girl Miss Kim around the corner. She gives me this outfit. Like she lets me like lease a little outfit for the night. I look sharp. I look like I'm there to buy some. So I walk in the art gallery, and these guys are like, I'm playing around. I'm getting in character. These guys are like, "Hey, can we help you?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm here to buy some art." They're like, "Let's talk." They're about to take me down in the basement, show me the real stuff. Like I'm like, "Nah, I'm just playing, man." I said, "I'm here for the film and stuff." But like just the outfit I was rocking by classic cosigns. I was standing out front. I mean, you met me, bro. I'll stand out front of Lexington. I'll bullshit with people, smoke a fog, whatever. Um, and like people were walking up, like, "Are you the owner?" Because the way I was dressed, "Are you the owner? Are you the owner?" And I'm like, "No, man, but come on in and meet the owner. This is the
Right.
Black Genius Art Studio. Like, I'm not the owner." But no, it was cool. We were filming. Like I said, Desi walked in and he looked real familiar, and I'm like, "Dude, where do I know you from?" And I was like, "Wait a minute!" It just clicked. I'm like, "You Desi?" because I just watched a video that morning he was putting out on IG, and then I'm like, he's like, yeah, you're Chap, right? I was like, yeah, he remembered me because I did security for him at the Comedy Factory. So I love those Smaltimore moments, man, where it's like, oh, okay.
The Smaltimore.
Yeah, man. And then I was rapping with the other lady, Erica, and I was like, where I know you, because I knew her voice, right? I said, where you know you from? She does a morning show, Good Morning Baltimore, with my man's Larry Lancaster. So she's like, oh yeah, I do 889 morning show. I said, yo, tell Larry tomorrow you met Chap. And so like it was just those little moments, like when I was rapping with you, like you knew Miss Jackie and some other people, and it was like,
Right.
I love when my city gets a little bit smaller, a little bit more intimate, man. It's
right.
you know,
I mean,
it's
when you told me they were going to be on the show, I was like, oh, I just met her up at Baltimore Unity Hall. And then
right.
we had realized, no, we had met before that. But still, it's like, no, we've been in the same
Because
room
everybody's on their
many
hustle.
times.
Right. I love it, man.
I
Yeah.
love it.
Sure.
And I mean, I cuss my city out every day. But my
Yes.
city is the city that made me. When I get up out of here and I'm a road warrior. So I'm in the creps in the trenches in all these little cities. But they always know us. And I ain't scared of nothing. Whereas so they be like, oh, bro, what you doing back here, bro? Man, what's up, man? I'm looking for this, that, and the other, bro.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? But I keep it moving though. But overall, I get so it drains me so much because first and foremost, I lost everything I love here. That's how I feel. I got my children, of course, and I got myself. But I lost all my friends, yo. I'm 38. I just turned 38 in January. I got at least 60 dead homies and probably about 4 or 5 of them locked up with big time. So, but when it comes down to like my circle, nobody. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
So that's all I try to do is connect with like-minded individuals, people that's on the same accord as mine. Like
Right.
Chat say, you know, my tribal members,
Yes.
you know, that we don't know until we meet them. Like
Yes.
me and my lady, how we came together, like soul tie type of thing. You understand what I'm saying? And yeah, like I said, the energy will never lie. But from I guess it's just that also. Because by me still being in the trenches, I still move through, I still catch the MTA and all that. Whether if I don't feel like catching the Uber or Lyft, I'm on the MTA. I'm down Lexington Market. I'm down John Hopkins or whatever. So it's still that same energy I'm catching from the outside, from those ones that's really out there, the lost souls, the ones that's on demon time.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying? And then I'm on there like, I hate it. Me and her was riding up on the subway the other day. I'm like, look at you love this, don't you? You just like this, don't you? And she like, like just smiling because we ain't gotta live with them, but this the city. I'm like, I hate it. I got to go. I got to go. But I always come back.
Right.
I'm always back. So now I'm back, and everything that I got going on, all the people that I have been meeting, I'm gonna just say over these past 8 months or so, it's meant for me to be here and really do something with my youth. I can't just abandon them like that because I am a product of them. So me jumping up out and running to Atlanta or running to Florida or and all that. Oh, I'm definitely getting my residence up out of town. But as far as abandoning our kids,
when you start mentoring these guys and bring them alongside you, you run into Atlanta. Hey, get in the car with me. We going.
Yeah,
hey, we
exactly. That's what I'm saying. Get the 15 or get 3 15 passenger vans if we got to. We get the money, we get the big ugly bus. Now we got 55
the ugly bus, baby.
You understand what I'm saying? Like that's my vision. Just show them. Because that's the thing that broke me. Once I crossed those state lines in a vehicle and went and did something productive out of town, I say, oh, that's it. That's all we gotta do. Man, 16 hours of ride down to Florida. Let's go. I ain't worrying about no plane. Come on, let's pack up. We take the food stamp card with us as long as we got gas money.
Bro, I'll drive straight 16 hours, hang out all day, and drive 16 home. I love road trips.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm built for
it. Yep.
Get it together, chat. We got to get it together, man.
Yeah, for real. And like, I'm gonna hit you off after the show to see if you're available on the 19th, man. Maybe you can join me and Quita. We got to speak to some youth over at Renaissance Academy. But I had a question for you. You said you getting a spot at Lexington?
Yeah. I hired that the marketing director. I hired that Mark over
Yeah,
there.
Mark and Kareem,
Um,
man, they're good guys over there.
so he actually now I did put in my application and all that. I hollered at the lady, Miss Baum, something like that. The lady who run everything down there. We emailed each other back and forth. She said that she was going to go check out the application and all. She would be getting back to me. I talked to Daryl Mack again just 2 days ago. He told me that he talked to Mark again about me getting in there. So we've been pressing up. Mark
I was gonna
definitely want
say,
me
like,
in
say
there,
less,
and
bro. I'll be
we
there
putting it
this
out
week.
there. I'm in there.
I'll be there this week doing the same thing. I'm gonna walk straight back into Mark's office and let him know, like, yo, get this guy in here.
Yeah,
Let's do
that's
it.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about. That tribe
Yeah,
work.
man.
So he heading it from Mark. Last time I talked to him, I talked to Mark probably about a week ago, and matter of fact, it was that day. That day when I met you. That was the last time I talked to him, and he was like, yeah, man, just
And
I love the brand,
I'm
man.
gonna
Yeah,
tell you,
I can't wait for you to get in here.
I was gonna say, I'm gonna tell you, I was sleeping on Mark, right? Because I see this older white guy, and I'm from Baltimore, so like I see what you guys see. I was raised in Baltimore, right? But after sitting back and talking to him for a minute, bro, he's like 1,000% Italian. He's from Philly. He
Man,
like
he the
gets the urban lifestyle, bro, and he's like, I had opportunities to do this and do that. He said, but I just love it here. I love the market. I love the city. Like he's like, I don't necessarily want to live in the city anymore, but he's like, but I get it, and I love supporting, the local businesses and stuff. So he's
yeah,
like more than what I expected. He's more than what I expected on our side as far as like promoting like local business, black business. Like he's very passionate about it, even though you might not see it up front, or the people that work there might not see the front end. I mean, once you get to know him, you probably get to see it, but like me coming in as an outsider, just a person that goes to the market, or I might use the market, that big Baltimore room for events and stuff. But
right.
everything with him had been transactional on behalf of like the people I was supporting in my tribe. But once I had time after, when I go there sometimes when they're closing, and just hit my vendors up, make sure they're good, and sitting back there, I talked with him for like an hour, and I was like, he's like, man, I really needed this today. I just needed like not to talk business. Like we
The
talked about movies,
authenticity once
talked about
again.
food. Like, yeah, I was like, yeah, bro. I said I really enjoyed our conversation. But yeah, he's I don't know, he surprised me. He's not what I expected, which is a lot of people probably say the same thing
Now,
about
see,
me.
my thing with him was it was like with you. When I
Mhm.
saw him, I'm like, who is this guy? So
Right,
when I
right.
walked over to him, I was like, man, you look like somebody I need to be talking to. He said, depending on what you want to talk about. And I had my I had my blue and white ugly hat on. So I just broke it all down to him real quick, ran the brand down. He's like, man, I love it. You gotta get a spot in here, man. I said, well, sign me up. He said, make sure
Yeah.
you get an application. He told the lady right there, give me an application. I did the application and all. But that was and just him hearing me out. And like I say, once again, just a minute, real 60 seconds. He fell in love with me and my brand. Like, man, I you got to be around, man. I need you in here, man. And he was just authentic. Like I say, the energy don't lie. He wasn't just a white guy over there. He actually, he to
Right.
me, he actually looked like the white guy, a white guy that belonged on Sesame Street or something. Like he like somebody on
Right.
MPT.
Right.
He was just glowing over there with his bald head. Like I said,
Mr. Rogers,
he's important. And I wasn't open my
Mhm.
mouth and pause, but I did, and yeah, it went down.
look at you. But so the thing is, like, I think that people need to recognize in your story, like, the power of one, having the confidence to be able to approach people, to be able to hear no and keep going, but recognizing that this is all a part of success. Like, you have to
Exactly.
be able to pitch yourself or tell your story. You have to be able to go into rooms and talk to people and approach people, because how else are you going to make the opportunities for yourself? Like, you potentially just started spitting to some guy and now you got a whole store location. Like, how does that doesn't happen by mistake.
It sounds like it's fairy tale. If I
Right.
tell it, like I say, it's gonna sound like I'm just blowing smoke. Same thing with chat. I'm on the show right now from saying, I need to talk to him real quick. We just get ready to leave. I say, no, I need to go back here and talk to this guy real quick.
Right.
So I fell on my face a million times. I'm
Fault.
up a million and one time right now. I'm strolling again. I
Yes.
probably fall a million more times. But guess what? I ain't scared.
Nah, we say we fail forward.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I love that.
Fail
Yeah.
forward, fail fast, fail better the next time. Like, it's
Damn,
part of
I love
success.
that one.
Like, just you got to keep doing it.
Like I say,
Yeah,
I'm the
man. And
one. I
I
always use the analogy that I'm gonna jump out the daggone plane with no parachute. Y'all up there, y'all ride, just throw it down at me. I catch it while I'm in the air, throw it on in the
true,
air,
bro.
pull a string and all that. I'm gonna
Yep.
take the dive.
Right. I'm going to make it happen.
Yeah, I'm gonna make it happen. So
I love that.
I love it though, man. Like I say, it's y'all, it's what I man for what I've been going through this past week. Y'all, man, I needed this. I did. I needed this.
Yes. I
It's my
mean,
confirmation of stay on your task. That
yes.
don't do. Please don't stop.
Absolutely, man. I'm
Please
gonna
don't
tell you,
stop.
consistency is key. I tell people all the time. I said this Saturday, like I ain't get this far by being successful, right? Like I fail, but we fail forward. We learn, we
Fail
keep
forward.
moving. Yeah, man. In fact, like I forgot to share a tweet in our announcements, but one of our guys used to be a host on this show, Reg. His name was Dason. He has a mentorship program called Level Up,
Mm.
and they played a basketball game against a mentorship program called Stand to Empower or Stand Mentorship. So Coach Duncan and Dason had a little. They took their little basketball teams and had a little exhibition game to raise some money. The one team, Level Up, is going to New York to represent Baltimore. And it was really fun. And that's the thing, like Dason Level Up. He's a younger guy, and coaches are like older our age. Dason's team won by about 8 points, and I was like, "Yo, we need to run that back. Like, we can't let this young blood like win all the time. He ain't gonna learn
Right.
nothing, right?" Like, I was like, "You need to run this back. You winning too much." And one of the coaches that he's my age again, and he's on Dason's board. He's like Dason run with me now. So all I do is win. I said, "Man, I'm gonna beat the crap out of him. I'm gonna make sure he
Yeah.
learns lessons on the way. You can't win all the time, man.
Right.
Can't."
That's the thing. And if you expect to do it, then you got some real issues to fix within.
You going to
Straight
get
up.
someone on the chin is what
But
you're
at
going
right,
to have.
but
It's
at the
going to
same
knock you
time,
out.
like
It's going to
like
hurt.
you got to swing by. Got to have you swing by my gym over in Bel Air Edison, bro. So the Agogi Project, theagogiproject.org, Agogi Project Be More on IG. We got 50 kids. We're in there, right? And one of the things we teach them is that, like, when they get to the point where they have the courage to step into the ring and they're sparring, like, there's no losses, man. When you step into the ring, even if you get the crap beat out of you, that's a win because you stepped in the ring.
And that's
And
crazy
you
because it was running through my mind earlier. I didn't mean to cut you off, but you did tell me about that. That's that little boxing gym that's over there, right? That
yep.
was in my mind earlier, chat. I could not think to save my life. I say, who told me about this boxing
Slide
gym
through,
over
bro.
east? And now,
I'm gonna text
yeah,
it to
like
you.
see,
Yep.
divine shit.
So you
Stuff.
got
My bad.
corner team on 25th, and then we got our gym, Agogi Project, in Bel Air Edison, and Urban and Bel Air Road, right there, right in the mix, bro, right in the cut.
Because I
And
definitely want to get my younger boys down with that.
yeah, and that's the thing. Like you don't like you either winning or you learning. That L, you're gonna take that L, but it's not a loss, baby.
It's a lesson. It's always a
It's
lesson.
a lesson.
Yeah. Yep.
That's
I
real.
tell them every time, like I told you, Chap, I'm in this computer aided manufacturing class, and the guy isn't like a classically trained teacher. He was actually working at Black and Decker, and he's always like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot this, I messed up this." I'm like, I need you to understand, if everything went smoothly, I would learn less. I learn more from your mistakes and seeing how you think about fixing them and how to correct them, and the fact that we have multiple ways to do these things. Like, I don't know what I don't know, but now you're showing me even more through your mistakes. Like, please stop trying to be perfect because it doesn't help me. And like really communicating that to him, like, bruh, I need you to understand that failing is good for me. Thank you.
That's real because I actually, just to piggyback off of that real quick, just started a brand new business today from me falling on my face with my credit. Like, I've been on my credit journey for the past 8 years now, and I've been up, down, down, down. I mean, but I just made my credit jump almost 100 points in 60
Yes.
days from me knowing some things. You understand
Right.
what I'm saying? So what
You
I
gotta-
did, I said, man, you know what? I had to create that service. So just a few hours ago, chaps, me sitting in the house waiting, getting prepared for us. I said, man, let me get a little bit more productive real quick because it's on my mind. I know this like a guru in it now from losing.
Right.
I started a credit consultation company today, y'all. It's called the Credit Bull Consultants.
Okay,
Credit
well,
Bull.
listen. Pull
All right.
up. pull up because I host intergenerational healthy housing workshops. So it's like your financial literacy, your budgeting, and then once you get your budget under control, you start saving more. Once you save, and we got our savings account, now we investing. And so it's like every step of the way. But one of the first things you got to do is budget and get your credit together because you ain't
That's
going
it.
to
I was
invest.
gonna say,
And most people just don't know where to start.
Right,
so
And
have
if
you,
they do know, oh, I gotta get my credit together. But now, what do you do? Because
right,
I've been that person that I'm disputing stuff, I'm sending in letters, and it's still there. But
right.
no, it's just the way you gotta do it and the language you
The
gotta
language,
use. And
it's the
I'm a
specific
I'm gonna
language.
connect you, man. There's this guy Ronnie, the
Oh,
credit
yeah.
hero. Yeah, so Ronnie was on our show like 2 weeks ago, man, and he gave me permission to share his ebook about which is a tool that will help you in that journey.
mm-hmm,
And I'll get you connected with him, man, because he does the same thing. Like he learned the hard way. He
yep,
figured it out. He navigated the system. He learned the language. He read all the rules, and he's like, half the stuff they do is illegal. So here's how we're going to do it. But you got to
yep,
approach it, like you said, a certain way, a certain amount of consistency and tenacity, and you got to word stuff a certain way.
yep.
So
Yeah.
man, let's get this information out to the community, man.
I'm
Yes.
with. I definitely appreciate it because, like I was telling the lady once again, I see. I'm not worried about like the people who those I'm just say those people on the outside.
Right.
I got to get us together from the
Right.
inside out, the
Thank
ones who
you.
don't know. So I'm
Right.
definitely trying to get with mentors, financial consultants all around the board. So
Yes.
even the place where we was at just the other day, a couple of people who was in that same field, the way as though just she was more so on like business planning and all that type of stuff.
Right.
But still
Yes.
business planning, you also gotta learn how to build your business credit as well.
Yes.
You got to know
Yes.
about your Duns and Bradstreet and all that, which people don't know. Like all of that flows together.
It,
So
it does.
once
It,
again, tribal rules, tribal goals. Let's go.
yes. I love it. I love it. So we got about a minute left. I want to remind folks about the Lake Montebello walk, 9:30. Walk with the Doc. We will get started sharply at 10 a.m. Sundays, first and third Sundays, Lake Montebello. And it is your wellness walk. We do some mindfulness. We talk to a doctor, and then we find out who's in the room and we build community connections. I might need to talk to you if you're looking for something to do this summer. I'm
Yes,
a
I am.
coordinator for Dent, and we always need entrepreneurs and creatives to like pour into our students so that they recognize that they have the greatness within them. Like the superpower is within them, and just go ahead and pull that out. And having all the experience that you have, like speaking about ugliness, not ugliness, but your ugly line,
Right.
what is it? Your ducky hustle. Yes, ducky hustle from the 21215.
I like that.
The
Yeah,
credit
chat.
ness of it, like networking and just having the confidence. So I see all of that within you. So I'm gonna follow up with you on that. And then, Chap, do you have any events or anything coming up? Do you need any support from the people? Any folks?
We always need support. The people we bring on the show. If you are moved by their story, if you wanna support me, support my people because when they're doing good, I'm doing good. So yeah, definitely support Ugly Culture on IG. Um, like to get you, like I said, I like Renaissance. Anybody, if you want to hit me up for an opportunity to speak in front of our youth, we have an opportunity. If appropriate, I'll get you connected for Renaissance Academy on May 19th, I think.
You
Mm-hmm.
said the
Um,
19th. I
besides-
locked it in, chat. I got you.
yeah, we'll talk. But besides that, walk with the doc this Sunday.
Yes.
And any last words, Reg? Because you the
I
man
mean,
tonight.
hey, follow me on IG. Y'all got it at ugly_culture. My personal page is at sackbanger1_5. Go download that Pug High Strutty on all platforms. Follow Chinyer. Follow the Black Mall every third Sunday of every month. If y'all want to lock in and become a vendor, just log on to the Black Mall Instagram page at the Black Mall. And follow at the Baltimore scene. Y'all get all the information from those pages.
Yes.
That's about it, man. Just lock in with me. I'm here. Baltimore to the death of me.
Yes.
21215, baby.
I love it. I love it. And now y'all stay tuned for the Robert Report. And we're going to have you back. And we're going to have all the people back. We're going to get a update on Ducky Hustle, all the things, y'all. Thanks for coming out. God bless. Good night. We'll see you next week. Same bad time, same bad
Appreciate y'all.
channel.
Good night.
Bye.